Shalom. We'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Radash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom. Shalom, brothers. Shalom. Welcome to today's lesson. Today's lesson is on Romans chapter 9, verse 4. And it reads, and in fact, the title of the video is going to be, Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption? You understand? That's what the video is about. Who are Israelites? To pertain, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption. Now, we're going to go right back over here into the chapter, because I wanna go up here. Come on, look at it. See what I can find. Okay. Sometimes the screen freezes up. I'm liking that. We're gonna go to 1, of course. I'm gonna go back to 1. Okay, and this is Romans chapter 9. Romans chapter 9, starting verse 1. I say the truth in the Mashiach. I lie not. Now just come straight forward. My conscience also bearing me witness in the Holy Ghost. Bearing witness what? That, now what is he talking about? He's about to talk and explain concerning us Hebrew Israelites, us being adopted back unto the Father by the precious blood of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This ain't got nothing to do with Gentiles other than the Gentile strangers, the Gentile foreigners. Okay, when it talk about the Greek, there's no difference between the Jew and the Greek and stuff all like that. That's pertaining to Hellenization. Okay, Hellenization, or though the Greeks, that those that were in fact Israelites, but and they were Israelites according to, pertaining to the adoption, okay, according to the flesh. You see, let's just get into it. You'll see what I'm talking about. That I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart, for I could wish that myself were accursed from Mashiach. For my brethren, you see, his brethren, my kinsmen, his kinsmen, talking about Paul, he's letting them, making it clear that the Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, is his kindred according to what the flesh, you see. My kinsmen according to the flesh, you see. And the Lord makes it clear. The Lord makes it clear. And we go on to Shalom. We go on to, what did you do, go to the store? You went to the store? Okay. Cool, all right. Verse 4. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption? You see? Who are Israelites? You see? You see? My kinsmen according to the flesh. You see? Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption. See, because we are adopted back unto the Father by the precious blood of Yahweh Shai. You see, that's how we adopted back unto the Father, because we were Yahweh turned his face from us for a time. You see, and hid his face from us. You see, for a time, because we were out of order as a people. You see, as his people. You see, and so he sent who? Yahweh Shai, to be the one to come and to redeem his people. You see, not the whole world. You know, John chapter 7, starting at verse 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the whole world. Who's the whole? Who he makes it clear. The whole world consists of, we're talking about the heathens and the Edomites. You see? And so that's the whole world. You see, but when you're talking about Israelites, you're talking about the world of Israelites, cosmos. Okay, and so, yeah, okay. And the glory and the covenants. You see, the glory and covenant, that's only pertaining to Israel. That's not pertaining to the whole world. You see, flat out. You see, flat out. And the covenant and the giving of the law. Now, who was the law given to? When Moses came down from the mountain, he came down there with the laws, statutes, and commandments that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua had written out using the chariots, the finger of the Lord using the chariots, using direct laser beams, and carved out in stone the laws, statutes, and commandments. In stone. You understand? You understand? In stone. Being that Yahushua is the chief cornerstone. You understand? And he came down from where? Out the mountains, and came down to who? Who was standing there at the foot of the mountain? Who was standing in all that revelry, partying, bacchanalia? Who doing all that? Israel. Us Israelites. We're down there doing all that. You see? And so he came down and the law was given unto us. There was no Edomites down out there, no Amalekites. The Amalekites are the Khazarians. Those Khazarians, they are Amalekites. You see, generational converts. They converted to Judaism and then called themselves Jews. How can you do that? That's impossible. That's impossible. And then way back in the day, back in 2013, I put in, what did I do? I went to Ancestry.com, right? I just wanted to see what they was going to say. The first thing the guy tried to tell me over the phone, you can tell he was a little hat. He tried to tell me that, all civilization, all formed in Africa. They came out of Africa. We all came out of Africa. I could quickly correct him and let him know, no, we all didn't come out of Africa. No, you definitely, what you want to push, that's on you. So I went for the economical a packet that they had was with $189. So I put in for that. I sent the 89 bucks, and they sent me the little kit and everything. I sent them the $189, and they sent me the little kit and everything. You put you wipe your slaw, you take the Q-tip and put it in your jaw, wipe it around, and put it inside the little vial, and you send it back. You cannot tell people's DNA by some slava. You see. All that is a white man's trick too, to make you think, well, according to our DNA test, you're not Jew. No, according to your fake DNA test, you're not Jew, and your own test inside the report that they sent me, the DNA report, it made it clear. They said in their own literature, they said that there is no such thing as a real Jew gene. There is no such thing as a real Jew gene. This is what they said in their report. Then it goes on to say, well, first let me say this. If there is no such thing as a real Jew gene, as y'all have claimed, so then how are y'all calling yourselves real Jews? How? If there's no such thing as a real Jew gene, then how are y'all calling yourselves real Jews? And then the literature goes on to read to say, if there is a real Jew gene, then it would be Gene J. Gene J just happened to be their gene. Right. Mm-hmm. So, but who was the law given to? It was given to us, the nation of Israel. You see, the Lord gave it down, passed it down through Moses to us. It was not given to the whole world. You see. So who is it that can sin? Only those that can sin that the law was given to. The law was not given to the whole world. They're not sinning. They're living right. They're not righteously. They're living normally, naturally. But us, no, we are a different thing. We are under the laws. You see, statutes and commandments that we were supposed to obey in the first place. That's the reason why we wind up being scattered off into slavery, because we would not obey Yahweh's laws, statutes, and commandments. See, flat out. They were given unto us. And the Lord made it clear, out of all the nations of the world, he only knows us. Therefore, he shall judge us. You see, according to this word. Okay? And the giving of the law and the service of God, Yahweh, and the promises. The promises. Now, what promises? The promises that was been made from Abraham, that the Lord made concerning Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not Abraham, Isaac, and Ishmael. Not Abraham, Isaac, and Esau. No, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob's name was changed to Israel because he fought wrestled with the angel of the Lord. Genesis chapter 32, verse 22 through 32. He wrestled with the angel of the Lord, you see. And so the Lord, so the angel of the Lord, in order to get freed, because the angels, they have to go up to the Father every morning, okay, before daybreak, to present to the Lord all that's going to happen, because in the night, the Lord, he does his handiwork. So by morning, it is revealed by day, the work of the Lord of judgment by night. You understand? You understand? And so again, once the angel of the Lord was wrestling with Jacob, and in order for the angel to get free, he had to place his hand upon Jacob's thigh and dislocated his thigh. When he done that, then he was able to be freed from Jacob. You see, and then that's when the angel changed Jacob's name and said, "Surely you are, seed of the Lord, seed of God." You see, Yasharallah. You see, Yasharallah. Okay, and so when he dislocated Jacob's thigh, okay, that is what gives us our swagger when we walk. We are the only ones that have that hip pimp walk. We got that from Jacob, from the angel dislocating his thigh bone, which made it went down from generation to generation until we got that. We got that. Even our women, it got more of a walk than any other woman on the face of the planet. You see. So according to the promises. Now remember, Ishmael, he was the promises did not apply to him concerning what the Lord was trying to do through Sarah. Okay, what the Lord was doing through Sarah, okay, was different than what he was doing through Hagar. Hagar, she was remember, she was the handmaid, the servant of Sarah. So Sarah gave Hagar unto Abraham, so Abraham could go unto her, and that's how you got your Ishmaels. Okay, but was the law? But was the promise and everything going to Ishmael? No, it all went from Abraham, because of the deal that the Yahweh made concerning Abraham and Sarah. Okay, which led to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, which name was changed to Israel. And Israel, because we had our name, we got our name first. Israel. His name was changed to Israel. Okay. And then therefore after that, he gave forth to 12 sons. And each son brought forth a tribe, which makes up the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. See, so the promise goes to us. It doesn't go to the whole world. It doesn't go to Ishmael, and it doesn't go to Esau. Okay, Esau is Edom. Okay, verse 5. Whose are the fathers? And of whom, as concerning the flesh, Mashiach came. You see, he came. Okay, and made it clear. Acts chapter 5, verse 29 and verse 30. He came to save his people, not the whole world. He makes it clear. His people. His people. John 3:16. If you go on back to John 3:14, because those are precepts, 3:14, 15, and 16. You have to take all three of them together. You can't just take them, John 3:16, God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. No, back it up to John 3:14 and you'll see that he's talking about Moses. What are they talking about? John 3:14. They're talking about Moses holding up the sleepiest staff before the people because the people were being bitten by poisonous snakes because they was murmuring about the light bread and all these different things. And they went to Moses. No. First, because of their bickering and murmuring, Yahweh decided to cast poisonous snakes among all of them. All right. So they be bitten and they can be killed, a lot of them. So they got tired of being killed and they went to Moses and asked Moses to pray to the Father for the Father to remove the snakes. So he did. And see, Moses went through a whole lot, you see. And so he did. And when he did that, Yahweh told him, bam, put a serpent on a rod, fixated on a rod, and hold it up before the people and make it clear. Whosoever believe upon this, look upon this sleepiest staff, the serpent on the rod, and believe in the name. You see, and believe in the name of Yahweh Bashim Yosha. You see, then he will be saved. Now, who did he say all that to? Did Moses hold that stick up and hold it up to the whole world? No. He held it up to who was there? The Israelites. Only the Israelites. This whole thing is concerning us Hebrew Israelites. That's it. Not the whole world. You see, so let's get back into this. And I say, and came, Mashiach came, who is over all. God is right. He's over all. Hebrews chapter 6, verse 1. The Lord gathered all the angels together. God, Yahweh gathered all the angels together and made sure that they understand. He gave them the order to worship and obey Yahweh Shai, you see. So who is over all? He is over all, the Mashiach. Okay. God, Yahweh, blessed forever. You see, bless him forever. Amen. You see, amen. Now we're going to, let's see, not as though the word of God had taken none effect, because it's powerful and mighty. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 12. The word of the Lord is a double-edged sword, the sharper and cutting concerning both bone and marrow and the spirit. You see, for they are not all Israel. You see, they're not. Because just because a brother is in a camp right beside you, pushing your truth right beside you, is he really pushing the truth? Is he? Because, and how about you? Take a good look at yourself. We self-evaluate all the time. Why? Because we trying to show ourselves to be approved. That's why we study. We study to show ourselves to be approved to who? Yahweh. A workman need not be ashamed. We ain't got to be ashamed. Why? Because we doing this, pushing this truth, studying by precepts, rightly dividing the word of truth. You see, the Lord has made it clear who we are. We are Israel. You see. So, but not every brother standing beside you in the camp is a brother. You see. And some of them talk good word too. I've had to unsubscribe. I mean, there's one GMS brother from out of Arizona, the Arizona camp. There's one brother out of the Arizona camp. I'll subscribe to him. I ain't gonna mention his name, but I'll subscribe to him, and he started going off. He started making like, now one, this is serious. This is serious what we do. But remember this. You can also get too serious and be too much of a guru, and to the point where you be looked upon as just that, a guru, but not Hebrews like guru, but not a hopeful elect. Remember this. Moses was Yahweh's most greatest, most faithful servant. Who are you? Okay. Did Moses, even though he was Yahweh's most faithful servant, did he see the promised land? Did he go over to the promised land? No. How come? Because he erred. So some of you brothers that think that you're so much in this truth, and Mr. Big Time and all this and that in this truth, that you can tell another brother that he's not a hopeful elect. Are you sure that you are? Are you sure that you are? You see, what error have you committed? Or when the time is Jacob's troubles and everything shuts down, when the real fight begins, for a lot of brothers that's in the camps, Guess what? Remember, Yahushua, he's using Jacob's trouble to bust up the camps, because a lot of the brothers, that's not, all that's Israel is not Israel. Okay? Okay? For they are not all Israel. Okay, so just because a brother in the camp with you, that don't mean he's there. The real test is going to come when Esau standing in front of you. He got the karagam in one hand and the guillotine in the other hand. And we're going to find out how many brothers, all these gurus, pumping out 50,000 videos per second. And let's see the last video. The last video is you going to accept the karagam, or is you going to accept the chip? You going to accept the chip? Or you going to accept the guillotine? Is you going to take the karagma, or is you going to take the guillotine? That will be we're going to find out. But some of these brothers that so-called gurus in this, and they telling another brother that he's not saved. That's why Yahushua said, Revelation chapter 3, verse 11, behold, I come quickly. I come quickly. Not a man, but I come quickly. Hold fast to what thou hast. What do we have? What Yahushua has taught us. Let no man take thy crown. Because you got a lot of guru ass goddamn Hebrew Israelite brothers that ain't all Israel, for they are not all Israel. That's why Yahushua said in Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 5, verse 7, slay ye utterly, both old and young. Start ye first in my sanctuary. We are the sanctuary. He's starting first in us. Before he slaughtered and slay anybody else, he started slaughtering and slaying these fake prophets. You know what I'm saying? Slaughtering and slaying them, because they must be slaughtered and slain. They've been preaching the wrong word to the brothers and sisters, you see, that's out there, you know, that's looking for this truth, that need this truth. They need that word, and they've been preached to wrongly. You see? They've been preaching wrongly. Woe unto the, what is that, Romans, I think it's Psalm chapter 23, verse 1, I think. It's like, but I'm paraphrasing. The Lord made it clear. Woe unto you pastors. Woe means destruction. Woe unto you pastors that lead my sheep astray, to lead my flock into the wilderness, roughly paraphrasing. You see, it's coming. What the Lord is going to do. What you going to do when the Lord comes to visit you? Have you been pushing this truth? Or have you been playing the little Jesus game? The little Jesus game done played the fuck out. He's gonna play it out. Now what you gonna do? Which are of Israel. You see, let's read that again. For they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. So you gotta watch some of them brothers in the camp. Remember, when the time comes for most of the brothers, each and every one of us is gonna be alone in this, standing by yourself in this. You ain't gonna have your camp brothers to rub elbows with and stuff and get motivation and inspiration and extra strength. What you got, what you receive, that's why the Lord said, hold fast to what thou hast. Because what he has taught us, that is the strength. Isaiah chapter 33, verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. Strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. You see, that's what it's about. That's what's going on. You see. And so, where's you at in this truth? Where you at inside this word? You know, say playing pretty, playing the little Jesus game and shit. You know, that ain't what's happening. You know, you got to be talking to me. You got to be calling upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua and serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua and being with those that serving Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And skip the hell with the damn 2/3 and the family and all that. They can kiss our ass. Yahweh made it clear. This is my mother. This is my brother. Who is he talking about? The disciples. His brothers. He wasn't talking about his family. Fuck them. He wasn't talking about his friends. Fuck them. You understand? It's all about the brothers in this truth. That's what it's about. Ain't about nobody else. Verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham, okay, are they all children. You see, okay? You see? They're not. They're not. They're not all the children. They're not. You see, because just because, you see, let's read this again. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children. You see, because remember, Abraham had other sons. But did the promise go to them? No. He gave them what he wanted them to have and sent them away. Then he made things clear concerning Isaac and the blessing that he had concerning Isaac and the seed. And Isaac's seed. And Isaac's seed was who? Jacob. You see? You see? But in Isaac shall thy seed be called. You see? You see? You see? You see? But in Isaac shall thy seed be called. You see? You see? You see? You see? You see? Verse 8. That is, they which are the children of the flesh. Not no body of believers like the Christians like to say, this talking about the body of believers. No, it's not talking about nobody. It's the flesh. You got to be the seed. You understand? The seed. These are not the children of God. You see? Just because they pertain to themselves to be so, the wacky-tacky Christians. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand. Those 2/3 that's there in the Christian religion, they don't understand. They may be of Israel, but they are not hopeful elects. Why? Because they were not chosen. Even though they are of the seed, all that is of Israel is not Israel. They're not chosen. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of God, but the children of the promise. You see? The promise. And who the promise made to? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You know, we're talking about from Abraham and Sarah. We ain't talking about from Abraham and Hagar. You understand? You understand? But the children of the promise are counted for the seed. Sperma. The seed, sperma. You understand? You understand? Sperma. You can't get past that. For this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. You see? And Sarah shall have a son. Made it clear. You see, and Abraham and Sarah, they didn't believe. At first, they laughed. Yeah, you know, verse 10. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, they wasn't even born yet. Isaac and Jacob and Esau, they wasn't even born yet. But one was created to be the wicked, and the other one was created to be the righteous. You see, Esau the wicked, Jacob the righteous. You see, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil. You see, they had not done no good or evil. Yahweh made it clear what he was doing. Making one for righteousness, making one for wickedness. For that is the balance. You see, Proverbs chapter 21, verse 11, I think that is. It's lucky. Now, that the purpose of God, Yahweh, according to election, that means selected. Election, that means a hopeful elect, being chosen above any other, okay, might stand. You see? Might stand. Romans chapter 11, verse 7, the election have attained it, but the rest have not. You understand? You understand? But of works. You see, and who's putting his works in? We put this works in. Only Israel, the hopeful elect, is going to put this work in. Ain't nobody else going to put this work in. We the only one going to put this work in. Everybody else is going to be running to all different types of churches and different things and calling on Jesus and bullshits like that. But then they ain't trying to run to the goddamn camps, to the GMS camps. Everybody want to walk off by the GMS camp. Don't want to go to the GMS camp. They want to go to some goddamn Christian churches, some goddamn Jesus calling Christian churches, and try to and that's another thing. Those fake out goddamn hoe ass, bitch ass goddamn churches that's calling on Jesus, and they supposed to be Hebrew Israelites at the same time. You can't be Christian and Hebrew at the same time. Get that shit in your head. According to the election, not of works. You know what I'm saying? According to the elections, it might stand, not of works. But we the only one pushing this truth. We the only one doing the works. You see? We're saved by our works, by our faith. You know what I'm saying? By our faith. By our faith, I should say. Okay? But of him that calleth. Who calleth? Yahweh. He calleth. Matthew chapter 22 verse 14, right? Salakia, mind freeze. Matthew chapter 22 verse 14. Let me do this right quick. I'm gonna go to it right quick. I want to go to it right quick. I want to see. I want to see what it says exactly, because that's the reason why Apostle Tahar, he makes it clear as to the reason why we go and back to the basis. What did I say, Matthew? I said Matthew. We go back to the basis, so that way we can maintain always being refreshed. You see, and so each time we call them scriptures out, we got it. You see, we got it most definitely. You see, Matthew. Let's even find Matthew. But then where'd it go? I must have passed it, and y'all did. I passed it. Let's see. Damn. What am I doing? How did I go past it? You see, Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. Let's see. There we go. Right here. And 14. Let's see. For many, here we go. Yeah, so that's what it is. Matthew chapter 22, verse 14. For many are called. You see, many are called. Many are called, but few are chosen. You see, but few are chosen. You see, that's just simply the way it is. Many are called. So since we are called, what we do? 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. We do our due diligence to show that the calling of our election is assured. You see. Verse 12. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. And that's Esau. The time is coming when Esau is going to be serving us for shout. Right now, Esau is just a runaway slave. Now we're going to be putting them in chains real soon. Count on it. Okay, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved. You see, we're Jacob. Our father Yahweh loves us. You see, flat out. You see, have I loved, but Esau have I hated. He created one for righteousness and the other for wickedness. You see. And so he laid it out. He laid it out. You see. And so verse 14. What shall we say then? What shall we say? That the Lord is wicked because he purposely created the wicked for the day of judgment? You see? And so what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with God? You see? No. God is righteous. You know what I'm saying? Let the Lord be the truth and every man a liar. Okay? God forbid. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy upon. You see, because everything is all up to Yahweh. 2 Ezra chapter 6, before he created anything, before he created the first spirit, Yahweh, he first sit back and thought about it, considered it all. Every little facet of your life and my life has already been considered by Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? And I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. You see? Flat out. 16. So then it is not of him that willeth, You see? Nor of him that runneth. Because remember, like I said, you got a lot of guru brothers that's running hard as hell, 50,000 videos per second. But that one video at the end, remember, we got to endure to the end. You got all these Hebrew Israelite gurus, okay? But that one last video, they got to make. And that one last video is where where Esau is standing in front of us with the guillotine in one hand and the charagma in the other. Which one are you going to choose? You see? You're the major videos, 50,000 videos. You the guru. You the Israelite guru. But are you going to take the charagma? Or go ahead and take that guillotine? You see? Go ahead and take that head right on off. Take it right on off. It's got to go. Okay? But just think. Once the head goes off, right? Once the head goes off, the head gonna still be alive about 10, 15 seconds. So it's gonna bounce and roll, or maybe they might have a basket or something for our heads to drop in or something. I don't know. And so, but just remember this. It's over. It's done. Once our head goes off, straight up to the chariots we go. And once we get up there, all the angels gonna be cheering. Yay, 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 yay. Man, Yahushua gonna stand there with a crown for us. See, we're gonna have a crown ceremony when we get to see all our brothers receive our crown. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I want to do something. I want to go up here. I want to go back up here to verse 4. I want to go off into some precepts, and I'm seeing some precepts. Who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and giving of the law. Okay. And all this. Hold on. There's something else I wanted to see right quick. Okay. I'm going to serve the younger. Okay. As it is written. Okay. Jacob, if I love, is that another right? Okay, let's get back right here. What shall we say then? Okay, we went through that. Okay. For he said to Moses, okay, have mercy on passion. Okay, get down here. Okay. Okay. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power, you see, in thee. And remember, that's what all this is about. It's about Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. It ain't about us. He's no respecter of a person. It ain't about you. And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. You understand? That's what it's about. Now, I'm going to go back up here to verse 4. So I'm going to take this time to remind you to press the like button. Okay, go ahead and press the like button. That helps out for the algorithms of this YouTube channel. And also, if you will, please press the subscription button. If you haven't already, make sure you press the subscription button. Okay, because and press the notification bell, so that way you will receive special notification alerts each time that I release a new video for your spiritual edification. Okay, and so and also hopefully you're edified by being edified by this video, and hopefully you're being provoked to thought. Okay. And hopefully you may see some precepts. We about to go into some precepts. I'm going to go into some precepts on this chapter, verse 4. And hopefully you'll see some precepts in here that you can put some precepts that you have, that you can put together a video, so that you may edifying video, as Apostle Gabar would say, edifying video that you can use to feed the sheep. As a good shepherd of the Lord, one of the main things we must do is Yahushua said, if you love me, then feed my sheep. You understand? So we edify the sheep, providing good pastures, good green pastures for the sheep to graze. That's our job. Okay. I want to look at some precepts in verse 4. We're going to close out in a minute, though. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So this Romans chapter 9, verse 4, who are Israel, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory. You see, all that to us, to the Israel, and the covenants. All that to us. You see? And the giving of the law. Remember, the law was given only unto us, the nation of Israel, when Moses came down at the foot of the mountain. And the service of Yahweh. You see? He services us. That's why he sends the angels on a regular basis. Psalm chapter 34, verse 7. The angels of the Lord encampeth around and about them who fear him and delivereth them. You see? They delivered them. You see? And the promise, you see, which was made concerning Abraham and Sarah, going on down Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You see, and Jacob had 12 sons. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, and Israel had 12 sons, and each son brought forth a tribe, which makes up the 12 tribes of Israel. Now we're gonna go over to some precepts on that, this script. And look at all these precepts. Look at all these precepts. What time? How much time we got? I don't try to make the video go long. Oh, 40. We got 40. Listen, we're going to go ahead and end the video off right there. Okay, because this is 40 minutes, and I don't like watching no brother's video that's over 30 minutes, really. And I don't care how edifying it is. It's just too doggone long. So I don't make mine long either. Why? Because ain't nobody wants to sit and watch a long video. You know what I'm saying? So, and so we like to remind you. So hopefully, you, with Lord's will, you was edified by the day's video. Hopefully, it provoked you to thought. Hopefully, you found some precepts. Here goes some right here. Shoot, man, look at all these precepts. Man, shoot. I should have thought of. I should have just went when I got to 4 and just went straight on off to the precepts. I wanted to go into the precepts, but maybe we'll do another video pertaining specifically to Romans chapter 9, verse 4. You know, so maybe the next video will be that. You know, like, this video is supposed to be that. I just kept on reading. Then the time went on. Salakia. So anyway, so we'd like to give all praises and all honors to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elects. You see, stay strong, brothers. Stay strong. We ain't got long. And keep your head up. And keep remembering, you know, keep that fight going on inside your mind. Because remember, Satan is always trying to attack your mind. If he can get your mind, he got you. Don't let him get you. Stay strong. Shalom. Fucker. Shalom to the nation of Israel.